Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first vlog, and today I want to talk about how to get Australian tourist visa or the Subclass 600. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So there are two ways to apply for your Australian tourist visa. First is online, and the second one is through the accredited agencies of the Australian Embassy. I'll talk about the online first. By the way, this is not what I did. I went through an agency, but just a quick advice of the online thingy. Most of the people say it is the fastest way to do your application. You just have to create an account through the Australian Embassy website. So I will share or put the link below on where you can actually create your account. We'll also put the Australian Embassy website so that you can check like what are the requirements for a tourist visa, your eligibility, because they may change it from time to time, like we don't know. So that's what I will do. Just check it below on the description. I'll put it there. Now, so personally, I prefer to apply through an agency. Why? I got reasons, like personal reasons, because I got denied with other visas before, which I made the application by myself. So that's my personal experience. I'm not saying that, it's 100% sure if you go through an agency rather than going online. So it's still up to you. It's your decision of which way to go for applying. But what I will share is my experience on how to apply the Australian tourist visa using an accredited agency of the Australian Embassy. So I got my notebook here and a paper. I listed everything down so I will not forget anything. Recently, I got approved for multiple entry and I can stay in Australia for 3 months. So that means if I enter Australia today, I only have 3 months and I need to exit. And that is good for a year from the date it was approved. Now, let's start. Now let's run through the requirements that I have submitted. So I have the checklist here, which is given to me by the agency that I went with. So first, of course, there are application forms that you need to fill out. So if you're going to use an agency, all these forms will be prepared by them, and all you need to do is to fill it out. And of course, you also have people to talk to if there are some things that you don't understand in the form. So next is the personal document. When we say personal document, you have to submit a photocopy of your passport. So you just have to photocopy the front page wherein you can see the photo as well as the details of your passport, and any pages that you have visas or entry and exit stamps. So in my case, what I did is I have one stamp and one visa on my current passport, and then I have more stamps on my old passport. So both passports, I did a photocopy of the photo page as well as the pages that I have stamps and visas on it. Now, you also need a one passport size photo. So if you're gonna go to a place where they can take your photo, just tell them that it's for an Australian visa application and they already know what to do. Financial documents. I submitted my 3 months bank statement as well as a bank certificate, so you can easily request it from your bank. If you have a credit card, you can also request for your billing statement and a document that shows the credit card limit. So that's an evidence that you are financially capable of traveling to Australia. Other supporting documents. So what are these? These are the documents that will prove that you have strong ties of coming back into your home country. In my case, I am currently employed. So my supporting documents are certificate of employment. I also submitted 3 months of my pay slips, and I submitted a copy of my internal tax revenue, So if you're currently employed, you have that. And what else? The embassy doesn't require you to purchase a ticket, but since I'm so excited, I already have my return ticket. The agency advised me to submit that as well, because that may help, for me to prove myself that I'm returning in the Philippines after my vacation. Now, if you're going to do some sightseeing and you already booked your accommodation, you can also submit the copy of your itinerary. In my case, we did book different Airbnbs because we went to Gold Coast, we went to Sunshine Coast, we went to Brisbane City, and we need to book accommodation because those are different places. I also submitted that. It helped. I did a cover letter. The reason why I am going to Australia is to do traveling with my boyfriend and also visiting his family and friends there. So my cover letter, it's actually not necessary. That's what the agency said to me. But since there is no interview for Australian tourist visa, I took that chance to make a letter to the case officer, so at least I can explain myself that this is the only purpose I have why I would like to go to Australia. Maybe I will make another vlog about the cover letter that I made, so at least I can share it to you guys. Aside from that, so it also depends if you're visiting a relative or a boyfriend or a friend that will be sponsoring you, because in my case I am actually not sponsored, so I was invited. The difference is, if you are sponsored, the person who sponsor you to go to Australia will actually cover the expenses, means everything, for you to stay or while you are traveling in Australia. For that, we did not choose that option because there are also requirements that they will require from your sponsor, like their financial capability to support you while you are staying in Australia, and we just find it like it's a bit of a hassle for us to get all that documents from him. So what he only submitted is an invitation letter. So the invitation letter, I can do that with the cover letter that I made in my other vlog, but it's as simple as the person who's inviting you will need to write a letter that he's going to accommodate you or help you tour around, and what's your relationship, just declare it there, and then make sure that it is signed, and just present it as well. Next is I made a day-to-day itinerary, just to make sure, like, from day one of my arrival from the airport and activities that we will do until the day that I will leave Australia. I made a copy of that and submitted it as well. So it ended well. Again, I got my multiple entry, and if there are things or questions that I was not able to answer on this vlog, you just have to comment and I'll try my best to answer it, because I know how hard it is, like, not to have anyone to ask when it comes to processing visa, because I have tried that. Like, I have commented in other videos and also write a comment in blogs that I have read, but there's no response. So I'll make sure to reply to your comments if you do have any questions from me. So I think that's it. I think I have covered everything of what are the documents that I have submitted. By the way, for the result, so it says on their website that I think 75% do get the result 18 days or 17 days, like that. 90% would be 20 days, so not business days but 20 days. In my case, I have submitted mine July 31st of this year, but the result came out September the 9th. So that is more than a month. I'm not sure if it was affected by the holidays that we have here in the Philippines during that month of July, but I guess that's the reason why. But all we need to do is to wait until you have your visa. Now, how will you know if you got approved? They will notify you via email. So you will receive an email coming from the Australian Embassy itself. That's it. So thank you, and I hope that you like what I have discussed or what I have shared with you guys. Again, if you do have questions, anything about Australian tourist visa, I'll try my best to help. But again, I'm not an expert on this, and I cannot 100% guarantee that you will be approved. But of course, fingers crossed, I'm hoping that everyone who would like to visit Australia can get their tourist visa. Good night.